Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to Professor Chime streaming more Animal Crossing. I've not actually played yet today. That's what we're gonna do. Make sure all of my ducks are in a row. For my titles here. Should be good. Yeah, we're good. Cool. Everything's online. Hello. There's no news. Means there's no telling what we're gonna get today. For all we know, we have Flick. Who knows? It's the first time I've looked at it today. I've been running errands. Alright. Let's see. Oh. I got something in the mail. From Jake. I want to express my appreciation. I don't know who Jake is, but thank you so much for the Pocket Modern Camper. It's fine by me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jake from State Farm? No, State from Jade View. I have no idea. Kabuki sent me a letter too, apparently. Hey, Professor, you keeping yourself healthy these days? You gotta be strong if you want to go to toe-to-toe with me. And to get strong, you gotta recover well. And that means watching plenty of TV and lounging around. Get to it. Sincerely, Kabuki. Alright, we gotta find our message bottle for the day. Oh. Just a random peacock butterfly hanging out here. Might as well grab that. I'm not seeing the message bottle on this side. Could be over here. We're still letting the garden grow in a little bit. As you can see, it's taking its sweet time, but it's getting there. It's taking a while. And since I don't time travel, that's taking even longer, unfortunately. We'll check the shops after we find the message bottle. Oh, that lag. That lag. Alright, let's see. Look at this. Look at this big fish right here that's a sea bass. It's totally a sea bass. Hello, all the sugar on the screen. Thank you so much. Again, seeing if I can find this message bottle. I'm not seeing it yet. There it is. Literally the last bit. The very last place to look. Of course it is. Yeah, it was totally hiding. We're getting all the way back over here to where the shops are. Hey, Sprinkle. Alright, so I did not open yesterday's. We also have the lost item that I need to try to give back if possible. Whoever finishes this out of the surf. I was just zoning out in the bathtub when a great DIY idea popped into my head that I had to write down. Lucky you, you really scored by taking a peek inside this bottle. Try it out, you won't be sorry. Your clever pal, Static. Pretty Cosmos wreath. I already know it. Dear Mysterious Stranger, a weird DIY TV show I watched at 2 a.m. told me to make this, so I did. Here's the recipe. I put the recipe in the bottle so someone else could make it too. Be careful when you do it. Why DI? That's a joke. Cube, aka DIY Man, and it is an orange end table, which I already also know. Mr. Martin, hello. How you doing over there? And then that was the freebie that I got from someone. I have no idea. I think it's just a random person that's added me. Problem is they didn't tell me who they were. They just sent me an item. So thank you. I don't know who exactly you are. So, feel free to drop the comments below, or in the chat if you're in here. So it looks like the fox mask is one thing. Colorless shirts are nice, don't get me wrong, they are nice, but I just don't have a use for them. I wear mostly kimonos. Bath towel. Pin tuck pleated dresses, those are cute. I'd never wear it, my wife would. My wife would love those. I already have fox masks, I already have gas masks. And that's it. So we'll run over to this away. See, I have people lurking in here. Hello, hello. If by any chance you happen to be watching on a platform that isn't Twitch and you would like to actually help support me right now, I'm trying to get affiliate over on Twitch. So if you happen to have a Twitch, then go head over to Professor Chime. It's twitch.tv/Professor Chime, exactly the same spelling, and watch me over there if you happen to have one. If not, then happy to have you on whatever platform. I do like this black one, but I already have it. Let's make 1,000 bells. I don't need another one, so I'll just hold off. I think I already have, like, 2. So, and I can get them from the catalog anytime. Yeah, it's the Imperial wall lantern. They're really nice. There's a bunch of different colors, if I recall. Let's see. Let's see, stale cupcakes. I actually do not have stale cupcakes, so we will place that as an order. Tie-dye shirt's always fun. Oh, you're Jake. Well, thank you. Oh, Salt Goat Shaker. Yeah, hi, Jake. I'm terrible with names with people that I can visually see, like, in front of me. So I was like, I don't know who Jake is. I remember Jake, I think. I'm just bad with names. I'm great with faces, but I'm bad with names. So that Imperial. Just so you can see, this is the dining lantern. I have gold, I have the black and red, which is the one that's in the shop right now. There's a blue with like a pink, and then this red with a yellow. So, I think that's all the variations, but there might be another one. Currently repairing a model train. You know, we have like multiple model train stores in our area. And we've been in one. It's very intricate, very precise is the word. Ooh, look who we have. We have red. Yes. Yes, we're gonna go see exactly what he has on his little ship. Swiper, no swiping. Yeah. There we go. Oh, we have a few things here. Let's see. We gotta figure out, so... I know this one's wrong, because it's scary painting the eyebrows wrong, so I know that one's fake. Which is fine by me, if there's only, like, one reel. We need to see... I have to pull it up. There's a... real or fake. There's some nice, easy to read guides that are out there that'll make our lives a lot easier here. So this is proper painting. Proper painting. So this artwork is always genuine. That's good to know. That's going to make things a lot easier here. But what we want to do, so... yes, since we know this one's real, you gotta deal. This artwork is always genuine. Okay. And then we'll just have my wife buy if there's another real one. So this one is beautiful statue. The fake has necklaces. Okay, so it is fake. And then solemn painting. Let's see. The man in the background of the fake solemn painting is raising his arm more than he is in the real version. Oh. Interesting. I think this one's real. Based on the arm. I'll take a look. Your granny wife. Yeah, my granny wife. Based on this, so it's all in the arm of the guy that's in the painting in the far back, where his arm is like up against that like curtain that's coming down. The real one has him putting his arm basically into the curtain, whereas you can actually see his hand and his arm is up a little bit more in the fake. So this one is real. And then scary painting is the one that's the obvious. You can actually see it from here. Scary painting, the difference is in the eyebrows. So, you see how he looks more worried than angry? The worried eyebrows, where it's up like this, is fake. If he's down like this, like he's angry eyebrows. Yeah, we already have the scary. We actually have a real one as well in my house. Because somehow the one that I got immediately after that was a real scary painting after the real scary painting we already had. So there's a real scary painting, I believe, in my house. Got a, what's it, the outdoor generator and a stove. Okay, so, good to know. Also, hi, looking for Lou, I see you. Oh, what am I doing? Why did I even put that away? So I have this lost item that I got, and I think it was Punchy's, I think. And then by the time I went to look, Punchy was already in bed. So, because Punchy goes to bed like super early. Everyone else is like, oh, I'm gonna go wander around the town at 1 or 2 a.m. He's tucked into bed by like 11, I think. This should be his house. Yeah, cat naps. There he is. Maybe I can give it to him. It's been a while since we talked. Yeah, because you're in bed every time I try to talk to you. Drop something. He's a sleepy boy. It is. My picture book that I lost. I'm drinking water from a Slurpee cup. A Ludicolo Slurpee cup. It's hard to tell from the small picture here, but it's the Detective Pikachu, like 7-Eleven Slurpee cups that we got a while ago. This is my main water cup. Oh, this little tune that's in it, it's super cute, isn't it? He's gonna give me a present. Pineapple Aloha shirt. Let's see. Pineapple Aloha shirt. Let's look at this. I think this is the same one that. Oh yeah. So it's a orange version of the one that O'Hare sometimes wears. It's fine by me. An orange version, yeah, absolutely. All right. So we need. Oh, hello. Speaking of O'Hare, decided to liquidate my items. A guide shirt. You know, I have no use for it, but I tend to just buy whatever they are trying to sell me just because it'll make it easier. Oh, you're playing white with your Ludicolo on the team. That's awesome. I got a Ludicolo like plushie that's far behind me. You can't see it because of the background, but I got it from the Pokemon Company a while back, and it's super soft. All of the Detective Pikachu ones that came from the Pokemon Center specifically are just ridiculously soft. I have this giant Detective Pikachu that's just massive, and he's in the other room, and he's very soft and squishable. Okay, so let's see what our turnips are at, just because. 50 bells! Oh boy! Yeah, Pokemon plushies, like, I have Pokemon plushies from when I was a kid, I have some from, like, years ago, and then, like I said, Detective Pikachu ones, all of the Pokemon Center ones got sent to me, and I don't have any on my desk right now, but, like, there was, like, 3 different sizes of Pikachu. There's a normal size Pikachu that's also on that desk over there, and then there was a keychain plushie version. Yours is at 106. Alright, so. I have no use for that sea snail. I must have picked that up by accident. Aw, yeah, 18,000. Oh, your turnips. Yeah, 106. Yeah, that whole nice 50? Come on. That's sellable right there. 50? Not. Not at all. Oh yeah, the way they condense sharks is adorable. Alright, so let's head to Harv's Island for today's photo shoot. I wanna fly. Chibi death. Visit Harv's Island. You're right. Heading that way. What would dodos do? I said it too early, but it's fine. I say it every time I fly. Yeah, go extinct. They would fly. Actually, I don't think dodos could actually fly, could they? You know, like, they were flightless birds. I could be wrong. Like, for some reason I imagine them like chickens, where they could kind of, like, float a little bit if they flapped hard enough. I think that's probably the joke, especially since they're named after the Wright brothers. Alright, heading in for the wedding photo shoot. It looks like this is the wedding reception photos. Oh yeah, it's a very fun gag. There's some real weird, deep details that you think about and go, wait a second, that's a hardcore, like, joke. That's a deep cut. Alright, so pink and white, as always, is the color of the day. Okay. Let's see. So Cyrus... I didn't actually bring the crystals with me today, did I? I don't think I did. Yeah. He doesn't give me anything to work with until after I finish that day's photo shoot. So this is the actual reception. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so if I recall, the way that I did it with, I don't need anything fancy. Like, okay, so we added the wedding cake and the wedding head table today. Thank you so much for the follow, Fortnite Gamer 123456655. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you play PUBG. Am I right? We're going here. Here. Oh, it's actually less room than I gave it credit for. These tables are massive. Okay. And then you're just gonna go in the middle, so that's fine. Move you. Alright, now we get the cake, and then we need chairs. That might have been too many chairs. We'll find out. Might not have been enough, now that I'm looking at it. There. You're sitting. It was not enough chairs. Ooh, that was unintentional. It's fine. Didn't hurt anything. We really just have to get the photo going, so it doesn't have to be anything special on this side, like the bottom corner here. We do need some flowers on the wall, though, and a couple flower stands. We'll get the wedding candles going. Yeah, I got some ideas. I think I got too many. Because we want to go here, here, here. There's that. Yeah, that'll be good. Because I'm coming at a weird angle, I need to get a couple here. There. You go there. One more for good effort here. Yeah, I think that's about as good as that's gonna go. Okay. If I'm going at an angle. If not, then I'm going head on, which is fine by me too. Let's try taking a picture. Oh, right. We actually got these things out and then never used them. Let's get a little bit extra going on here. And behind you. You can have the cake in front of you. You can have the candles. Ooh, that's... Alright, that's not as bad as I thought, but... there an angle we can come at here? It's tricky, because you have to get just the right angle. But I think I can do it. Move you. Why can't I make them do things? That wasn't what I wanted to do at all. Okay, I can laugh. They can't. Fine. I'm gonna make them at least face the camera. That was not what I wanted. Come on. I hit the wrong thing. I had it perfect and I went to hit the button and I hit the exact opposite button of what I needed. This isn't terrible. I can work with this. There we go. Can't make them do anything, but let's see if we can do things to it. Or pop. I do like pop. I'll take that as a photo. Alright, now let's see. Oh my goodness. Everything I could have ever wanted. Captured all the joy and love. As long as you follow their rules, there's no way to really mess it up. A wedding head table. Heart crystals. I have a bunch saved up, so it'd be good to get the things eventually. So now we can get the cake and the head table. We got a head table for free for today's. So that was the two additions, was these two today. We are gonna get the cake. It would be wrong not to. Oh right, I didn't need more. Just the one. Cool. And that's that. They got their photo for the day. Forgot to do yesterday's, honestly. It's easy to forget because it doesn't really give you any indication that you need to go do it. So you don't really think about it when you're not doing stuff. Ready to go home. We're gonna go home, go and pack. I love how he calls it Pear Town because I have pears as my main thing. So that's just a funny little addition. I wonder if he calls other places like Apple Town or Cherry Town. Cherry City. Apple Avenue. Okay, time to unload. The wedding furniture is totally adorable. Like, it's definitely like the kind of thing that I want to get one of each just to be able to complete the catalog at the least. Like I still have the wedding candle set that I got a couple days ago. And the head table that I just got. Our crystals are just cute. There's a summer shell. Oh right, we got two things in that were the summer solstice items, just so you can actually see them. They're in special goods. They're in seasonal. So the summer solstice crown and the winter solstice sweater. So the Europe and the Southern Hemisphere stuff, which is really funny to know that it's basically winter in the Southern Hemisphere. Like my friend who's in New Zealand that plays this game, she's like, yeah, it's snowy and everything is super snowy here. And I'm like, ah. And I'm like, this is more accurate for us. Flowers and rain and hot. What's the weather like? Hey Google, what's the weather like?
Currently in Largo, it's 91 degrees.
91 degrees. Hey Google, stop. 91 degrees. So that's warm. 91 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. Sounds nice. Sounds nice for someone who lives in, like, Las Vegas, maybe. Las Vegas, it's probably... hey Google, what's the weather in Las Vegas right now?
Currently in Las Vegas, it's
What?
81 degrees
81
and sunny.
degrees? Hey Google, stop. So, last time I went to Las Vegas, it was like 103 degrees Fahrenheit. Which is ridiculous. Got that. That's the guide shirt that I got a little bit ago. The Pocket Modern Camper. Thank you again, by the way, Jake. Studio Wall Spotlight was yesterday's item that was in my shop. Funny Face socks. I had kicks yesterday, and it was only the funny face that I saw that I cared about. We have so many. We have so many. I need to just say screw it and go sell some. Because, and you'll notice when I get to it, we have a bunch. We have a bunch. So, if anyone is interested in DIYs, I am willing to potentially open my gates. If no one is interested, I'm not going to open the gates, basically. Last time I opened my gates, someone went and shook all my trees, and then took every DIY, basically, that I had. You have so many. That's why I put them on tables. It helps, I guess. Okay. So I'm thinking that we are at 3 o'clock. I started a little bit later. I'm thinking that I might do a Mystery Island. Oh, hello, Ruby. Eating your little ice cream? Oh, aren't you adorable? Sitting by the lake, eating a little popsicle. That right there, that's adorable. Oh. Living the dream, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I just have so many. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Looking at everything, I'm good to be able to grab a Nook Mouse ticket. I have so many. I gained a bunch because I thought that I might need them, and then I just never actually utilized them, so they end up going to things like doing a Mystery Island, a Resource Island, or, you know, if someone is like, oh, well, in order to get this item, you need to pay a Nook Mile tickets or whatever. I'm just like, okay, whatever. I have them. Then there's people that are like, where I have like, what, 45 somewhere in there? That they're like, oh yeah, if you want, you know, like this character, he's only 100 Nook Mile tickets. I'm like, who in their right mind just has 100 Nook Mile tickets laying around? Like, I had to work for those 40 to even get that many, because I'll you know, like open up the island for like a Celeste or something. And be like, oh, well, you know, I like Nook Mall tickets and bells, but no fee required. You know, tips appreciated. One. I do it 3 times. I do it 3. 2. Don't clap. Flush. Don't clap. Now you're just taunting me. Ah. There it is. There's the 3rd one. We got you. So, just so y'all know, we are very close to affiliate. When I looked, while we're getting this going, when I looked, I was at 2.69 out of the 3 as my average that I need. That's ridiculously close. So, we're well on our way. I have 3 people currently in here viewing. If I got more, then it'll help, but it's at least above the number that I need, kind of deal. Nook Miles ticket. Yeah. Okay, so... Just checking my all packed. I am. Time for takeoff. Achievements. Okay. Yeah, 2.69 out of 3. Which is fine by me. That's, what it is all of the older, things are going away. There are lower numbers. What would dodos do? They'd get affiliate. That's what they'd do. So what? So those. Whoa, this isn't an island I recognize. What island? It looks like it's a fuller version of... Yeah, okay. This is a normal island. It's just a... Like, for some reason, it's fuller feeling than I remember. Has it been that long since I've done an island? But totally just looks and feels fuller to me. I don't know. We have a fossil, though, I saw. Is there a message bottle? If we tried it after 4 p.m., there's a chance that we get what's called Fen Island. Fen Island is all sharks. Also doesn't help that the summer version of weeds looks so different than the spring ones, so it's easy to be like, what am I looking at? Is that a flower or is that a weed? Ta-da, ta-da, and ta-da. Otherwise, it's just a normal resource island, as far as I can tell. A-F-A-I-K. I'm getting a lot of iron, which is good. A little bit of clay. Haven't got any stones or anything. I'll get stones out of them, like when I crack the rocks open. Let's see. We are going to do the Nook Miles thing because I'll forget if not. So, chopping wood is one of them. Catch an olive flounder, that's fun. Put through all the sea bass, and maybe you get an olive flounder. Catch bugs. So I only have to catch 4 more bugs. Because I got that peacock butterfly earlier. Complete DIY project, so that'll be an easy one. I can just make 3 DIYs. Got a couple stones out of it. Stones don't show up very often for me. Stones and, like, normal wood eludes me more often than not. You know, now that I'm looking at all of this, it might be better to get rid of the things going on here first. We need 4 pears. Hey, 3 normal woods after I talked bad about you. Jay, hello, hello. 1. Boom. Yeah, I say that wood doesn't show up very often for me, and then I get nothing but normal wood, just to prove me wrong, I'm sure. Yeah, every tree I've chopped has had normal wood at this point. It's insane that. Why are you the only one in the YouTube chat? Just so you know, Jay, I'm actually trying to get Twitch affiliate. So I'm actually running on Twitch as well. Professor Chime, twitch.tv/Professor Chime. If you have a Twitch account, and if you don't, then sign up, it's free. Or you can just watch through YouTube. I use Restream currently, but I am going to be honest when I say that as soon as I get Twitch affiliate, all streams will be through Twitch. I want to focus all my streaming on Twitch itself, so I'm not splitting everything. VODs will still be on YouTube, but Twitch will get the actual live streams. So, it's one of those that if you miss the Twitch stream, you can watch out for the VOD that'll eventually show up on YouTube of the stream. Yeah, it's one of those, I was actually mentioning this earlier before you said anything. It's, I'm sitting at where you have to have an average of, like, 3 concurrent users, or, like, viewers and all that. I'm sitting at 2.69 out of 3 right now. So right now, if you did move over to Twitch, you're doing nothing but helping. Yeah, see, look, 2 more normal woods. This game's trying to make me out to be a liar. That's all it is. I can't get normal wood to save my life, and yet, the second I say something out loud, they're like, nope, nope. I am gonna be streaming probably for another about an hour. Okay, there we go. Bunch of softwood. Yeah, probably another hour-ish. Maybe a little more. I started the stream a little late. I had things going on, and then I had to eat lunch. I had a burger and a chicken sandwich from Culver's. If you've never had Culver's, they're not terrible. A little overpriced, I'll be honest, but not terrible. Also, where am I going? To destroy this rock. The extra wood's a gift for my honesty. I appreciate that. Yeah, they, boom. And then I did want to take this tree down. Yeah, Culver's, like I said, it's not bad. Their milkshakes are fantastic. I had a dark chocolate decadence milkshake It was just so rich, and it was great. I like super dark chocolate, so the dark chocolate they use is okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but I like my dark chocolate like 10% more dark than I think they had. When I like eat dark chocolate by itself, I should say. Alright, so everything's good over there. I have no need for pears. Not moving trees, I'm not doing anything lately when it comes to my island. I have finally gotten my island to a point where I like it. Well, fine. I already did this one, so that means I just need to eat a pear. And eat a pear. Get that. You know, I totally forgot. This ought to be fun. Let's see if there's any wasps or freebie items. Hey, there's my freebie. Cool. That makes things easy. Let's see if we can get a wasp. Yeah, there's our wasp. Didn't forget about them. They were all like fruit trees before, that's why I wasn't thinking about it. Okay. And then I already ate that, so we're gonna grab that shovel and not there. Oh yeah, so ribbon eels are the big one that came in June that isn't a shark, basically. And you can tell because they're just long and slender, they're worth, like, jack. Like, they're not worth anything at all, if I'm being perfectly honest. I know what it is right now, and that's why I'm just going to ignore it. If we had moray eels, which we don't yet, I think those come in, like, August or September or something like that, then we would have a chance at some real money. Feels... Ah, I was gonna say, it didn't feel like a sea bass. I was trying to figure out if it was a snapper or not. But it's exactly what I needed for this. Perfect. Let's go catch some bugs before we head out. And cop. It's a darner. Got you. And then one more bug. Got 3 cheapy ones just to get the achievement out of the way. Boom. In fact, we could do DIY projects and be done. You got a coelacanth on Sunday. That's awesome. I remember the first time I caught a coelacanth. I did not expect to catch it, and then like after I caught it, I caught like in the same day like 3 of them. I was so like, it was like, what? Let's craft with the things that we got. We can get tree branches. We can actually build some axes. Wait, let's do that. You shake it enough, it'll drop more tree branches. I think it'll do up to 9 in a single area, depending on if you have weeds in front of it or not. Nope. Come on. Wee branches. I need like 15 total. One more. Perfect. That. So, we're gonna actually build things that we actually needed. That we probably would have spent money on because I'm usually lazy. Like, oh yeah, I'll just buy it for $2,500. Why should I have to make it? I'll buy 5 of them right now. There we go. And then we're even going to upgrade them. We're going to make them all full axes. All 3 of them. Come on. One more. Yeah, when before I started the stream, I was trying to install a new Wi-Fi adapter, and I decided not to before the stream because I didn't have any time. So that's what I'm going to be working on as soon as I end the stream. Bell bottom R&B. This is stovetop toothbrush. Yeah, we're heading out. Well, that was fun. Yeah, Wi-Fi stuff is. What it is I'm across the house from our router. There's 2 full walls, like there's a room in between the router and me. So the plan is that we're going to turn our router into what's called a mesh network. And then I am also upgrading my Wi-Fi adapter. Because the one that's built into the motherboard is a little, if you know what I mean. So, hopefully that'll make it where my streams are a little stronger. I mean, it won't fix me as a person, but it'll, Ooh, not what I wanted. It'll fix, at least the fact that sometimes during our streams it just flat out cuts out, and last like 10 minutes of the stream, y'all have probably you probably remember this, like it'll just be like done. Put in storage, the barbecue, put in storage, 1 fossil and 1 stone. Okay. So we actually cleared out all the fossils the other day. It was really weird. That's what we did on the last stream, I believe, where I just went and sold all the fossils. Got a bunch of money from it. We finally have built up stones. I can make some arches for the pathway that's up near the bamboo garden. The problem that I run into when it comes to it is 1 stone arch takes 3 of these stacks. It's 90 stones for 1 arch. So I can make like 2 or 3, maybe 2 comfortably right now. Which I guess I could. Yeah, it's rough. Like, it's not like it's easy to do that. Let's craft... Yeah, so the stone arch here is great. Like, it's fantastic, but it's... Oh, yeah, it's 90, so I can only make 2 with 180 stones. Now, that's why I also run out of stones quick, is because I was trying to make some of these. But, at the same time, you don't... Like, I haven't been getting them super fast. Like, I'll get iron ore like there's no tomorrow. Which is great, because they sell really well. Where, oh where? Customization kits. If I'm going to do that, I want my arches to be mossy. I want them to look a little lived in. There we go. You can get 50,000 from 5 gold nuggets if you sell them. That is true. That is absolutely true. I'm keeping my gold nuggets, though, because I actually use them. For instance, I have a money bin. If you're new here, then you don't know about the money bin. It's where I keep some of my quick grab money. It's my pocket change, my walking around money. And then I make all the gold items. There we go. And then I've got all kinds of stuff here. These are all the fake things. Those are all fakes on the wall. Oh, you haven't seen it? Yeah. Every time this is the gold screen wall. The cloud flooring is the only thing. Like, that and the 2 red Imperial items and the, here. The only things that really aren't focused on gold or money. And then, of course, I have my 2 guardians here. My scorpion and my tarantula. They guard everything. And then my giant scorpion model that guards as well. So, this is the money bin. This is why I was dressed as Scrooge McDuck before. Like, I had the Scrooge McDuck, like, cosplay that I had done. I should probably move that 99,000 eventually, but it's fine. Sell gold? No, I mean, I don't need money. I'm sitting in the millions when it comes to, money. I don't need to sell anything. In fact, half the time I forget about things. I'm only selling these items because they're in my way that I'm going to sell right now. But yeah, I only have 5 gold left. At the moment. I had, at one point, the highest I think I had was like 30-something gold. Someone was just giving away gold. And I was like, can I have this? And they said, sure. And I said, alright, have a good day. I want to sell. Not what I wanted to do there. There we go. 5,700. I'm balling. Yeah, I have in the bank, I have millions. So I'm not worried about money, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna go over here. I'm thinking that we need to go look at this entryway this way. So, this is how I have it currently. And what I'm thinking about is something along the lines of, like, it's too wide, as you can see, for what we're trying to do. There's no way it's going to fit that way. Why does it feel like that's wider? I guess it's because it's backwards. It's the opposite direction, but it looks wider from that angle. So let's see, how many spots does it take? It looks like it takes a full 3. So, with that being said, I have a stupid idea. Let's try this. Yes, that worked. And then one right here as well. Place item. Ah, yeah, that's perfect. Okay. And then that means that I can put the blossom viewing lanterns. No. Of course not. We'll put the katana there then. Back where it was. If you insist. Okay. Yeah, I don't hate it. It is a little off, but it's fine. It's meant to be a hidden area. This is, if you haven't ever seen the bamboo garden, this is the hidden bamboo garden here. And the Zen garden right here. So it's already pretty much good there. The only thing that's kind of annoying is that it's on the road itself. The only way that I would actually solve that is to create an extra set of lip out, one more here. I just don't think I have that in me. Let's tinker with it. This is a good thing. This is a good little project for us to tinker with. Okay. So, I'm thinking, yeah, it looks like it's a double road. This could work. This could actually work. Let's go where I can see. So, the way it would work is we would pull everything out by 1. Which is technically there. Okay. And I'm actually pulling it out more because I want a little bit more walking space. We do need to do something about this flower here. Okay. I'm not hating it so far, so I guess that's a start. That's what I was trying to do. Ta-da! This... Ooh, not what I want. Fix that one little thing. And we can still travel up against that cliff. So that's good to know. Not that I ever really did, but it's good to have just a little bit of room on all sides. Nope, that's not it. Alright, go angle and angle. All the way down to this one here, because we're going to have to do angle as well. Nope, that was wrong. That was very wrong. Okay, now I have to fix this. That's wrong as well. Good job, me. So, as you can see, there's now like this one little one that we're gonna have to kind of hide. That works. That hides it well. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay. Now, what we'll do is we fix this one. And the rest get stoned, like pebbles. I have my customer design. These moss pebbles are perfect for exactly this use. Yeah, they can't go there, but they'll go perfect. This was actually a much shorter project than I expected. Would that take me like 15 minutes? 10 minutes? This also solves some of our previous issues that we dealt with, so this ought to be fun. Room issues, essentially, where we didn't have the room for certain things. Okay. We're gonna grab this, grab this. There we go. Solves our main issue that we were dealing with. And now we have archways that go up to it. The only thing that I might change would be coming here. And seeing if I can fit that one right there. And I can. I'm okay with this. So far, so good. Can I go back with those? No, those actually need to be... Those have to have that kind of area around the back. So that's fine. I wonder... We're gonna go... Awesome viewing lantern here. I only have the extra... I have one extra spot that doesn't get one. So my thought is to put one here. And then... Kimono needs way more room than I think I'm willing to give it. Yeah, it needs more room than that actually got to work there. So instead, fake warrior statue. Perfect. You look good there. And then bring this out. Place item. And place item. Okay. This actually solved our main issue. Cool. And now we have this awesome walkway that comes in and goes to the garden. Yep, I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Cool. One project down. I'm thinking, so the garden. Ooh, hello, butterfly. There we go. Sucker, what are you doing in my way? Hey there, what game should I play? I want to check. Anytime. So excited. What was he? What could I give him? Could I give him something? Could I give him the flower that was just the random extra flower? That'd be really cute to give him a flower. I can't give him a flower. I can give him the butterfly. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna give him the butterfly. Whoa, is this really a peacock butterfly? Did you catch it yourself? Thanks. I can't wait to introduce her to the other bugs in my house. Well, to the bugs on the floor. The bugs on my walls are being jerks this week. Thanks, Chime. A tea dress just for you. So, since he's lazy, he talks about the bugs on his floor. It's kind of creepy. So, we still have to also get the... Oh, hello, random thing. Random yellow balloon. We'll get ourselves prepared here. We got a minute. Get ourselves ready. There we go. They're coming. It is a coming. Almost missed it because I looked away. Had to pop a balloon anyway. What did we get? A flannel shirt. Don't need a flannel shirt, but it's a shirt. Alright, so what does it want me to do? I'm not going to plant any flower seeds. I have 1,000,001 flowers. That's not going to happen. Wants me to spend 5,000 bells. Talk to your neighbors. I could talk to 2 more. Catch a tiger beetle. And change my look in the wardrobe. Well, there's another peacock butterfly. I thought these were supposed to be rare now. I've gotten 3 on the stream. These are supposed to be super hard to get. I've already gotten 3 during the stream alone. Nothing. We are going to utilize this shovel here. I want to try to use up the shovel. So we're going to destroy rocks. Well, not destroy. Get the stuff. Got 6 of our 180 stones back, I guess. That's fine. This one I have sitting in a weird place. Not hurting anything, but you definitely don't get your maximum value out of where I have it. There's the rest of that shovel. I knew it was pretty close to being done. Didn't know how close. Apparently it was super close. Grab that stone. This axe has got to be close to being toast too. Hoping for gold. Hey look, another peacock butterfly. Look at how rare this thing is. Look at that. Super rare. If I catch it. There we go. Was that 4? It's gotta be 4 at this point. This is my money rock. There we go. Then we have one more rock over here, I think. I don't think there's any more in the garden. Oh, there is. This one must have just grown. This was not here a day or so ago. This is what I was thinking of. Right here. Hey, gold! Awesome! We did get a gold nugget out of it. I'm glad I did this then. Ta-da! I'm really not worried about, like, fossils right now. I'm full up on fossils. Like, if they added more fossils to the game, then that's one thing. Also, look at this. Look at this. This big guy right here, it's nothing. That's either a sea bass or an olive flounder. It might, and there's a chance that it might be a red snapper. But it's more likely not. Storage, put our 6th gold nugget in storage. And honestly, I'm selling that white rose, since I can't give it away anyway. If anyone is viewing and they would like a flower bomb, drop a message in the chat, and I will give you a flower bomb. What that means is I come to your island and I just start putting a bunch of flowers, like usually a full inventory worth of flowers. So if you would like that, say so in the chat right now. Yeah, I know the feeling. That's why I'm trying to flower bomb. Going once, going twice. No one. Oh, the surfboard? Surfboard's pretty cool. I already have the blue and white striped one, so that's why I'm not buying it. It is very, like, I like the surfboard, but I think there's other surfboards that I like, in comparison. If you would like it, I could open my gates if you'd like. If you would like to come get it. And do some shopping or whatever. Before I do that, I am going to first move over to my wife's account. Before I do that, since no one wanted the flower bomb anyway, I'm going to go to my wife's account and buy the, a red item. It's, the other real painting that we had. And then at that point, everything else is up for grabs, I guess. So, if you would like to, just tell me you would like to come to my island, Lou. I gotta get myself a new chair. My next goal is a new chair. That's, now that I have upgraded my RAM a little bit, and it seems to be helping. And the Wi-Fi that I'm solving currently. Chair is the next thing. Fun fact, I actually shattered the side panel of my computer the other night. Speaking of upgrading my RAM. Completely shattered it. It crumbled in my hands. Didn't hurt me or anything. Yeah, what it is, the tempered glass that goes on the side, it's a CyberPower PC, just so you know. So you understand what I'm dealing with. So CyberPower PCs, on the side of a lot of them is a tempered glass that you just unscrew the side, or like individual 4 screws, these little guys here. These little screws. That's why it's still on my desk. There's nothing to screw into at this point. What happens is I realized that I only had 16 gigs of RAM, and I wanted to upgrade, and I remembered that I pulled 8 out of it to put the 16 in as a higher, like a higher speed, higher megahertz kind of thing. By the way, I'm a tech. That's also something that I've done for years. So the side panel, I moved to the side, I pulled it off, moved to the side, had everything off, and I didn't want to try to move the computer. It's hooked to a bunch of things. I didn't want to screw with anything, basically. So I just had the glass off to the side, no big deal. And I got the RAM in. It took a couple of tries to seat it properly. That's a whole nother situation that was on me, so no big deal. I got it working. I got 24 in there right now at this point, which is great. I went to put the side panel back on, and it's just basically a pane of glass, tempered glass. The tempered glass, when I went to pick it up, I guess I tapped it. I didn't even hit it. I tapped it where it needed to push up against. And that was enough to make it crumble into the tiniest little fragments. The entirety of it just fell apart. Like, think movie prop kind of bad. So, yeah, that was, fun. My wife's still dressed as Granny from Looney Tunes. Alright. We're gonna have her buy the other real painting. Yeah, she cosplays on all kinds of stuff. She just hasn't played on this island in a while. She actually has her own Switch nowadays. You got a deal. So that one should be real. According to the guide, it's real. Alright. And that's that. Oh, you know what? We should go find her message bottle. That's the other thing. And I'll have her try all of the DIYs that are on the ground. Because those are ones I know she hasn't tried yet. It's nice seeing Phoebe and Bertha getting along. They used to be like arch enemies on my island. But they seem to be doing okay. Alright, I'm glad that I checked. She didn't have this one. Or this one. This is making life a little bit easier. The third one that she didn't have. I know for a fact she doesn't have any of the ones that are on the tables. I had her test it. Pretty Cosmos Wreath. So out of the 5 that I picked up, only 1 is a drop. Perfect. Is this beach got anything? Nope. Okay. Oh, those frames. Those frames. There we go. Once you get past the frame rate, then it's fine. Yeah, it's because of those custom tiles, like the custom designs and all that. It just completely demolishes the frames. And I'm not talking about the glasses on the face right now. Going all the way across. Yeah, I don't hate this. This looks fine. This ended up looking a lot better than I expected. Oh yeah, I got Stonehenge from Gulliver the other day. I was like, well, yeah. She got the South Pole, which I actually already had. I got last time with Gulliver personally. So, Sprinkle ends up being perfect for... I'll show you her yard. I put the South Pole there. Dear person, I don't know. I did a DIY and got all this stuff wrong. So I made this on accident. Man, I tell ya, I'm all accidents today. I could have kept it for just me, but I like sharing fun stuff. Share the recipe with folks. Captain Wade T. Crafter. Oh, she didn't actually know signpost. Cool. See here, this is Sprinkle's house. I put the South Pole in her yard. I kind of catered, like, some just cute designs to each individual person. So, the Sprinkle got a South Pole. I made Punchy have the money, it's the money, tree, and the little seat. Ruby, which is all space-themed inside, got the telescope and the rocket. Kabuki got the white lucky cat, because that's exactly what he is. He is a white cat. And I gave him the bamboo tree and a little tea set and stuff. Phoebe, I gave her the cute radio and it's just a cute little setup here that she can have, you know, with her little coconut drink. Flurry's right outside her house. She got the little garden set here. And since I left this open, one of the fossils, so it just looks like she's got someone buried in her backyard. Literally, she does, technically. O'Hare, I ended up putting one of the surfboards, and the suitcase, and just a nice place to relax. So he got his own little yard. This is Zucker's house. Since he's all Japanese themed, I gave him all bamboo across the board, and one of my lucky cats. Oh right, this is, Patty's house. Since she's considered normal, I didn't really have anything to work with, so she got bushes, and she got the table and chair. Bertha, on the other hand, did get her little reading nook. She's a little book nerd, character. So, Bertha ends up, getting that. And that's everyone's house. Ta-da! Oh, Punchy. Speaking of Punchy, he's doing zoomies. Ruby's just hanging out with Twigs. That's her best friends. Oh, those It's frames. Frames. Okay. We're gonna save. Also, if you have not checked it out, I am currently running a Tiltify. You can see it all the way up at the top center of the screen. I am doing a donations for the Bail Project for protesters. So help protect the protesters a little bit. If you would like to donate, then the link just dropped the Tiltify in the chat from the Streambot. I'm thinking that since no one's coming and no one's wanting my flower bomb, we're gonna run a couple of rounds of Brawlhalla to end the day. It'll be bad. It's gonna run badly. But it'll help get the blood flowing a little bit, I guess. See how badly I can do. Just realized one of my little figurines had fallen over. It's a launch pad from DuckTales and Darkwing Duck. It's hard to see. There we go. The little launch pad mystery mini. Ranked. Online. Yeah, woo. I have a lot of things on my desk, including the Detective Pikachu amiibo. This is a giant amiibo. Got all kinds of stuff. Like, I could probably do one stream on just showing off some of the weird stuff that's on my walls in my room, and that would be a 2-hour stream on its own. I have all kinds of signatures across the board. If you've ever seen the movie Clerks, I have signatures from people like Brian O'Halloran and stuff like that, and Marilyn Gigliotti from Clerks, Veronica Taylor signature of Ash Ketchum, and then I have a Mystery Men print where it's Kel Mitchell that's signed. Kel is so nice. He's just such a genuinely nice guy. I also have, I just forget his name. The guy that sang the original Pokemon theme. I have a little album of him re-recording the Pokemon theme, and it's signed by him. And that's up there. There's all kinds of stuff. That's literally just, 6 items that are on the wall. That's not even, things.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
I can already tell this guy's gonna be trouble. Come on. Hold on. Middle of the match, I saw that you said something. That was super close. The collab he did with Jonathan Young. Who? Oh, Kel Mitchell? You actually helped me just now. Haha. trick is to starve them if you can, if you're quick enough. Oh, almost. I am getting on this guy's nerves, I can already tell. Because I should have been dead like 3 times over by now. I keep coming back. There it is. Finally. Oh, the guy who sang the original theme song? Yeah. What it was it was during that, like, very recent. Yeah, the Metal Rock cover, that was actually, I think, on this album. I can double check. Or it was around the same time. Stay away from that. That right there. Boom. It was, he did a collaboration for Video Games Live. So it's signed by him and Tommy Tallarico. It's hard to see. There's actually... It's a Pokeball. So it's got a Catch 'em All featuring Jason Page. That's the guy who did Pokemon. And then Pokemon Montage is the side B. And it's... This isn't a CD. This is an actual vinyl. That is really cool vinyl. That was done. Tommy Tallarico did a bunch of game themes way back in the day. That's actually, so if you've ever heard my new intro that's on YouTube that I barely used before I stopped putting things on YouTube very much, actually, I think you can hear it if you go to the Twitter, like right on the pinned post for Twitter. I think I have the video there. And it, at the very end, it's Ash Ketchum going, Professor Chime, I choose you.
2, 1,
And it's Veronica Taylor's version. And I had her do it through the same Kickstarter. Dude. You are a thorn in my side. That was a good throw. Yeah, Veronica Taylor is definitely my favorite voice of Ash. But, like, I don't dislike the current girl that plays her. There we go. change up my tactic a little bit. The sword is killing me. Literally. This guy's real good at the throws. But you can tell that he really relies on weapons. If I can hurt him from weapons, then it'll really mess him up. Yeah, he's much slower when he doesn't have a weapon. He's booping me. Come on, come at me. He's scared of people getting too close. Come on. I actually lagged out at the end. There was no way. I couldn't see it at all. So what you saw was exactly what I saw, I'm guessing. Because at the very end, I was not actually controlling my character, so I was unable to maneuver when I was below. Not that it really mattered, he was going to win anyway. Yeah, it's basically kind of Smash Brothers.
3, 2, 1.
But it's definitely different than Smash Brothers. But it's in the same vein. It's kind of like, you know, when people compare, like, Saints Row to Grand Theft Auto. It's definitely its own thing, but you can see where the roots were. You miss. Oh, this lag is killing me. I'm gonna have to really solve this internet issue, because I'm floating right now. What that means, by the way, is when you're in the game, you can basically see where you've personally stopped, and you know you have stopped, but you're still moving on the screen, which means it's not a representation of your actual playing. And it's because the game has something built in. Yeah, I actually just floated there. This is, I think my internet might be about to go out. was a good kill. That was actually a solid kill. Yeah, my internet around this time likes to try to die on me. It helps that I'm a little faster than this guy, but I have definitely felt the little bit of drift going on. How did you miss? How did I miss? That was a solid hit. Boom. So, it's kind of like how Smash Brothers has weapons, except every character has their own specific weapons that they deal with. So when I pick up a weapon, it's not the same weapon that this guy picks up because, as you can see, he's rocking a... Like, I get a spear and a hammer. He has a scythe and a he's gonna win. I can already tell he's gonna win. Come on. Come at me here. He didn't fall for it. Not that he needed to. I was just trying to not be in that spot. Come on. I have to play it safe a little bit. Oh, he almost just won. And if he would have come at me from below, that was close. That was actually very close. I can't play this game right now because of the drift. I'm gonna have to fix my internet issue, and I'm hoping that that solves some of it, but their servers are pretty atrocious in comparison to a lot, and they just don't fix them. So that lag that I get where I can hit a button and I won't actually hit for another like couple extra milliseconds, it's a make or break in a lot of times. So I'm hoping that I can I can solve that issue. Either way, I started like about 20 minutes late or so, 20-25 minutes late. So this is fine that we've been streaming for about an hour 50. I'll move to, there we go, me cam. There we go. So close. Hit me. Okay, so let's talk about the future. Let's talk about what's going on coming into the future. Next week, on I believe it's the 16th, is Pokemon DLC Day. It's the day it actually comes out. I'm gonna be streaming. And I think that's a Wednesday, if I recall. So let's take a look. And that is Isle of Armor. Release date. It should be the 16th. It is the 17th. Okay. Cool. That actually makes it even easier, because that is... I was hoping it was the 16th, but it's actually the 17th. So, it's a day I don't normally stream, but I am going to stream. That's what it was going to be. So it comes out the 17th, and it probably comes out after I'm willing to start a stream, to be fair. And what I am going to probably do is I'm going to just stream it normal. Like, if it's just story, I'm just going to be playing story like I was doing with the main version of the game itself. And by doing that, hopefully I don't have, like, any interruptions or anything, so fingers crossed. And I will definitely be streaming that Wednesday and Thursday for sure. And hopefully that'll handle majority of the story, and we'll talk about when we get that far whether or not, because we don't know how long the DLC itself is. If it's longer than that, then I may end up streaming on Friday, or I may just wait until Tuesday. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we get that far. But I want to make sure I get through the main DLC, like, story on stream. And then at that point, I'm doing things like the underground raids and the extra post-game stuff that it adds. And then, you know, we'll be focusing on Pokemon for just a little while. I'll still be doing things like Animal Crossing, maybe Brawlhalla, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I am hopefully, fingers crossed here, going to be affiliate. And once we get affiliate, I'm also going to open myself up, since we're going to be doing strictly on Twitch anyway. I'm going to open myself up to play things like Brawlhalla and a little more often, and Borderlands, a little more mature games, maybe. I have access to the Microsoft, like the Game Pass, and I have the Game Pass Ultimate, so, I ended up getting Borderlands 3, like, the special deluxe or whatever, the super deluxe edition, so I get all the DLC, all of that, and I haven't played it yet, and I want to have my genuine reactions, but I don't want to do it on YouTube because I'm monetized, and Borderlands is not a very ad-friendly game, if you know what I mean. So, it's definitely going to be an NSFW kind of game in comparison to, say, Pokemon or Animal Crossing. So I want to make sure that I'm all my ducks are in a row before I start that, and I haven't played it yet, so you get to see my real genuine reactions on stuff too. Whereas I also have access to things like, I don't know, I might play Gears. I don't know. I'm still kind of formulating what I want to do, but the future holds. Once I become affiliate, I'm going to stream at least 3 days a week, and I'm probably going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then maybe, like, some extra streams in the evening or something, depending on, you know, like how I do currently, where it's like, you know, it's 11 o'clock at night, whatever, I'll stream for a couple hours. You know, that kind of thing. So those will still essentially happen, but my set schedule is going to expand rather than the 2 hours that I do officially each day on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I don't know, I might do like 3 to 6, or I don't know yet. It just might depend on the day. Not only that, I'll probably have like, this day I'm gonna do Animal Crossing. This day I'm gonna do Pokemon. This day I'll do Rocket League, Borderlands, Gears, or Halo. I might actually play some Halo. I don't know. I'm actually not terrible at Halo. Oh yeah, we were talking earlier about signed things. Here, I have one other thing that I'll show. It's hard to see. This is my Halo 3. I took it with me to the Game Developers Conference years ago. And it's hard to see, but there's a ton of signatures all the way down. And what it is I sat at the Bungie booth, and I just went through, and every time someone who worked at Bungie was there, I had them sign this. And then I ended up going to Video Games Live, and I was backstage, and I was chatting with Marty O'Donnell, the guy who composed all of the music for the Halo games way back when. And then moved on to Destiny, and so on and so on. But more specifically, it's his singing that is the famous, like, him and, like, 2 other guys. So I said, will you sign this for me? And he said, absolutely. Do you have a marker? So I grabbed a marker, and he pulled out the insert and then proceeded to write a nice big Marty O'Donnell right across the front here. Again, it's hard to tell, but it says Marty O'Donnell here. And so this is one of my personal prized possessions. Being able to hang out with Marty O'Donnell and get his John Hancock up at the top, right in the white. And one that I don't have anymore, I don't think I have anymore, sadly, is a PS2 game that I had signed. It was Worms 3D, and it was the producer and the founder of Team 17, Martin Brown. And I don't have that anymore. I think that was stolen years ago, sadly. One that I do have here. Alright. Where are you? Alright, here in the front. I put them in ABC order. There's a game called Alice. So, American McGee's Alice is a really cool game. And I've known American McGee for years. Working in the game industry, it's been a cool pleasure to meet some of these fantastic people and so on and so on. But they made a sequel. He was selling copies that he happened to have just at his house that he would sign. You can't really see it well, but he signed it. And it was Alice Madness Returns. I remember, it doesn't have the insert, but there was it does. It was an activate your online pass. So the online pass gave you the original Alice as well for Xbox 360. And so Alice and Alice Madness Returns, sold to me by American McGee, signed by him. I grew up with some weird, creepy games. A very gothy kind of thing. Between, like, Alice and stuff like that. But yeah, so cool. That's a fun little trip down memory lane, if nothing else. I have so many other signatures and things that I'll show off one day. Oh yeah, the games are just awesome. They're so visual and visually stunning. Especially for being like 2000, what was that, 2 for Alice 1? 2003, somewhere in there, maybe? Oh no. I remember I had the box and it said it was a Windows 95 and 98 game. So it might be even older than that now that I'm thinking about it. But I think it came out in 2001. But yeah. Either way. We are right at 2 hours. So, I think I'm going to call it a day. And it's a little hot in here. I'm trying to get a new AC installed in this room. And unfortunately, it's either turn on the air and it be loud, or turn off the air where you can actually hear me talk properly without a buzz. Like, it'll and it's annoying. And I can't even hear myself talk. So, I deal with sweating a little bit when I stream. And that's why I'm like, okay, 2 hours, I'm good. Either way, thanks for joining me. As always, check out my other streams, previous streams if you haven't. I know you, Lou, you have always been here, so you've seen all the streams. I will be streaming for sure on Thursday. Same bat time, same bat place. 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was a little late today, and that's why I'm letting this go an extra half hour over, because I was a half hour late. So just keep an eye out with the notifications. I know it didn't affect you much, Lou. But, you know, as I always say, it's a crazy world out there, especially right now. Check out, right above my head, Bail Project, if you haven't yet. And the Tiltifies show up in the chat. It's tiltify.com slash @ Professor Chime slash protect the protesters, and that goes straight to it gives me kind of a little bit of knowledge that you donated through me, but it goes straight to the Veil Project, all of it. So there's that, and it is a crazy world out there, so stay safe for sure, and stay cool. As always, trainers, villagers, brawlers, rocket cars, whatever you want to identify as. I appreciate y'all joining me, and I'll see you on the next stream. Have a great one.